All right, Matt Fitzpatrick, 2 under 68. Great round out there, Matt. Can you talk us through it?
Everything was solid today. Played really well. Hole puts at the right time, and it was just a great day.
Yeah, can you talk a little bit about the conditions? Obviously, they were tough all day.
Yeah, I put my sun cream on before the round, and I was thinking, it's going to get nice and warm, and then quite the opposite. By the end of the day, it's pretty dark now, but the wind was strong. Wind was really strong, and it made it tough. You had to be switched on with where you were hitting it, where you were missing it, and I think that was why it was a great challenge, and really happy with my score.
Start far right with Luke.
Matt, what is it about this course that just gets you going, that you like about it so much?
I think visually for me, it's a test off the tee. Not only that is, you got to be good around the greens here. Can't miss it in the wrong spots. I said it yesterday. I think you've got to plot your way around. You've really got to think about where you want to hit it, where you don't want to hit it. And compared to other golf courses we play on tour, it certainly gives that to me, and that's why I like it.
Stay over there on your right.
Matt, you've obviously been building up to this moment for some time. You know how to win here. You were in contention in Tulsa last month. What did you learn on that final day that perhaps you can put into action and go over the top tomorrow?
I think I didn't have my A game that day, and still just missed the playoff by 1 or 2 shots. I can't even remember now. But I think that was the thing, is that I felt like if I played anything like my A game, B game, whatever, I would have been in even better contention. So for me, I think taking that away from it, knowing that I can play better than I did and where I finished, definitely brought into this week, and as well as obviously having great experiences here before.
Do you think your win in 2013 might give you the edge tomorrow?
I certainly think it gives me an edge over the others. Yeah, I genuinely do believe that. It's a real, obviously, positive moment in my career. It kind of kick-started me, and to come back here and play so well again, it kind of, just gives me growing confidence round by round. So,
to your left, Dan.
Have you ever heard the word Fitzy yelled more on American soil?
Probably not, to be honest. I was walking down 18 and said the same thing to Billy. I said, obviously winning the US Am here helps, but just feels a bit more like a home game this week, and that's why it feels different and for the better. It's been great to have the support this week, and any moments that I've had of success around here during this week, it's been celebrated pretty loud.
Yeah, Ryan.
Matt, you've obviously won a bunch in Europe, but what did Southern Hills do for your comfort level, knowing that you can put yourself in that position in such a big stage?
Obviously, Southern Hills, with it being a major, it's quite different to a regular PGA Tour event. At the end of the day, they're just really hard to win. I think up until Southern Hills, really, and I didn't really appreciate how hard it is actually to win a major. All right, yeah, I'm not challenged in any really up until then, but I think, myself included and people on the outside maybe think it's easier than it is. You just got to look at Tiger. He knocked off so many in such a quick span. I think that's probably why everyone thinks, it's a piece of cake. It's just like a regular tour event, but it's not. It brings a lot more to the mental aspect of the game than other regular events. And for me, I think it's been a big change from USPGA to come here to a golf course I know so well, and it's given me extra confidence.
What's different?
Different about this week?
No, what's different? Majors, how you feel, entire atmosphere versus regular? They mean more. They mean more. It's unfortunately, I love playing the events, but nobody really remembers 2013 RBC Heritage or 2015 Canadian Open. It's like everyone remembers the majors and who wins them and when they're won, and those are the ones that mean something, and that's what everyone strives to achieve.
Alex.
Yeah, when you say they mean more, does that mean that your career would be incomplete without one?
You always ask good questions, Alex. You always ask good questions. I remember you caught me out here in 2013. Would my career be incomplete if I didn't have one? Sure, yeah, I'd be disappointed if I didn't. Yeah, I genuinely would be disappointed if I didn't. I feel like certainly now, the last two majors that I feel like so much more comfortable out here. My game's changed for the better. I give myself more chances. I definitely feel like I have much more of a chance now to win a major than I ever have done in my career, obviously. So, I would probably say it does if I retire at 48, whatever, not playing seniors tour.
And I'm assuming you're talking about because of the length.
Yeah, I think that's been a big thing this week, and certainly the last few weeks, really. Just noticing me playing with other guys and being level to pass them consistently. As I said the other day, I drove it really well with DJ last few days, and you look at the success he's had in his career, driving it at that distance. He's taking advantage of that, and now for me, I feel like I've got to take advantage of that myself.
Okay, and one other thing, Billy on the bag. Obviously, it's not Alex, but
can't have everything, can you? Billy on the bag. He's great. He's so experienced. He's been there and done it before multiple times. The experience is invaluable, and he's still learning. He's learning about me, and I'm still learning about my game and the game in general. So I think sort of since we started working together, my career has got considerably better. So I think that just shows how good he is.
We go Brendan, then Dan.
Another one on distance. Just size-wise, I think you get kind of give motivation to normal-sized people. Were there times where, in recent years, where you're kind of looking around and thinking like, man, there's a gap, and like, how do I close it? Can I close it? Like, how limiting is this going to be in terms of like what I'm able to do in my career? Yeah,
I mean, now I look back. I look back from where I am now to years ago and where my game was, and it's actually crazy how different my game is. It really is. It's I think one thing that was it was the big thing really that was holding me back. Putting was good, short game was good, approach play was fine, but my driving, I was straight, but just didn't have that distance to take advantage of everything else. And now I feel like I've gone one more than that. Rather than just keeping up, I'm past guys. My ball speed's up considerably over the last year or so, and I think all of a sudden doing that, it just gives me a much bigger chance in competing week in, week out, and I feel like that's what it has done this year.
So it's like a self-belief. It increases your self-belief.
Yeah, no doubt. I'm sure it's the same with Rory. He's arguably the best driver on the planet, as well as DJ, Ram, all those boys. They step on the tee against someone and they know they've got 20 on them instantly, and that's a big difference. It could be 2 clubs, it could be 3 clubs, and that's huge when it comes to 72 holes. So for me, I definitely feel similar to that now.
Last question, Dan.
Obviously, distance is what the media is sort of focusing on with you. Do you get the sense that your fellow players are noticing? Has anyone said like, "Oh, didn't expect to be behind Fitzy these days"?
No, no one said anything to me. I'd like to think they notice it because I'm stood in front of them most of the time. So, but yeah, no one said anything. I mean, the media that's what everyone's been talking about. It's obviously a big deal. It's I'm only 5'9", so people probably aren't expecting me to get it out there. But I definitely feel it's just been a real big positive. It's taken a lot of work, but it's paid off.
And then one last one, real quick. Are the distance gains, have they gone down the bag too, or is it just driver?
Not really. I've picked about 3 or 4 yards up with irons, which we found strange, really, because I can kind of hit my irons longer anyway, because I can kind of trap them and get them going further. But we did find it strange that it wasn't really that big a difference in the irons, really. Club head speed, I'm guessing about 117, 118 on the golf course, and ball speed, I think last week at Canadian Open, I was like 179. So
Thanks, Matt.
thanks.
What's your weight? 5'9" what?
75.